You know who it'd be. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever shall believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Now that's not the whole prayer, but it is a deep one. And how many of you out there watching this video taught that very same verse to your child growing up? Because I think that was the very first verse that was ever taught to me. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever should believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I could do for some more, life and some everlasting life. Yeah, I could do for that. At this point in time in my life, what scares me the most? My mother, may God rest her soul until the resurrection. My mother passed from this existence to the next one day prior to her 65th birthday. She died on the eve of the day she was brought into this world, 64 and 99.9% years later. It's crazy, and that scares me because, I can actually see that big 6'5". I'm looking at it. It's scaring the shit out of me, too. My family members died young. I think the oldest member of my family was Effie Elliott. I think she died at 82 or 83, something like that. But most of the rest of them all died young. I pray God I can outlive all of that. I really do. And I think the more good that you put out into the world actually pays it back to you in some small manner. God says, don't let the right hand know what the left hand, and don't let don't do good for other people. The one thing that irks me is seeing those YouTubers and videographers that are always doing this when they're doing something good for someone. They're always videotaping it. Ah, yeah, look at what I'm doing. That's all for the glory of God. That's all for the glory of man. That's not for the glory of God. See, God says to do kindness and generosity and compassion. Do this in the secret of your own heart, in your own secret. Don't blast it to the world. Once you blast it out there in the world, the blessings that could have came is going to be a little impeded now because your ego got in the way. There's a difference between doing it for God and doing it for man. After all, we got to remember, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. How many of you out there would give your son up for someone like me? Deep, huh? I don't think I would have ever given up any of my children for what humanity has come to be today. No way. Sorry, not me. Wrong man. Ask the next one. Because I wouldn't do it. And I don't think anyone out here watching this video would do it. But there is one thing that we can do today. We can be kind. We can show people some compassion and a little empathy, a little love, a little support maybe, a kind word, a gesture. Y'all stay safe. I love you. You know me. I'm just a babbling baby booming nuisance sitting down here in my spot praying to God that everything be all right today. Y'all be safe and be kind.